that football with a chance to tie that game. And instead, you took away your team's ability to compete. And what I don't like with this guy, and Lord knows, I told you, I'm going to do everything I can to not judge this guy because of the roster. But when you do things that are unequivocally caveman, unequivocally football guy, unequivocally stupid, and really, for lack of a better term, just unequivocally wrong, it's a strike against the record. Yesterday was Dan Campbell's first Lion coach moment.
Turn left onto Meriden Avenue, then turn right onto Union Lake Road.
No, it wasn't. You just lowered the bar.
248-539-9797. Let's get into it.
Pick up the phone and start dialing.
Rico, please.
Wasn't his first moment, Mike. He's done this over and over again. People told me that, I'm biting off kneecaps. I'm going to be that guy putting on the helmet.
Tell me why.
Turn left onto Flagstaff Street, then turn right onto Union Lake Road.
And this goes back to me. That first moment for me was at Green Bay right before the half, and you were actually beating the Packers. Didn't look like, Aaron Rodgers was interested in the game. Maybe a knockout blow before the half. You decided
at the stop sign, turn right onto Union Lake Road.
What everybody told me, no, it was the smart thing to do. Okay, fine.
I liked it.
Kick the field goal.
I did like it.
But I was all about, you told me you all fire and brimstone. Okay, fine. Last week against the Ravens, you had an opportunity. Knockout blow late in the game. What'd you do? You powered it down, didn't you? Kick the field goal. Now, I'm thinking yesterday, well, I know exactly what you're going to do. You're going to power this thing down, kick the field goal, and try
at
to
the next light, turn right.
2 scores, 10 points. No. It's so inconsistent to me. Either you're Tommy Tough guy or you're going to be, Steve Soft guy. I don't know which one you're going to be. But he is so passive-aggressive when it comes to his style.
At the light, turn right onto Wise Road.
You can't tell me I'm all in and you pick and choose. You go for it on the very first series, but then later on you decide, I'm just going to kick the field goal. If you want to just go all out, I'm okay with that because this is a bad team. I expect them now to lose 14, 15 games. But if you want to go down swinging every game, then I don't care. What's the difference?
But be married to it.
Right.
Be married to a philosophy with the current roster and stick to it. Then we build an expectation of what you're going to do in these moments, and then you're going to do what we expect.
Right.
And the success or failure of those things is always going to be debated.
In 8.1 miles, turn left onto North Milford
I'm with Rico on this, guys. Again, 248-539-9797. You know what I've said. I have a hard time judging anything because his roster's terrible, but I will tell you, when coaches do stupid stuff, they have to be judged. It has taken everything in my power not to really lose my temper on it because, look, whatever Dan Campbell preaches in practice or whatever he decides to do with his players, it's his business, and wins and losses will dictate. But when you do things out in the open that are just so brazenly stupid, 4th and 1, down 10, 4 and change, chip shot field goal, you got to take it. Oh, well, if we'd gotten it, you would have won. You would have used more time. You may or may not have ended up back in the same place kicking the field. And if you don't get it, game's over. The risk-reward was not aligned. This was an absolute Caldwell, Schwartz, Patricia moment. It's a bad job. And look, you guys have begged me not to judge this guy for kneecaps. And you begged me not to judge him for the racing helmet. And you begged me not to judge him for the pet lion. And I go, guys, listen, this is a cheap bit. This is a wrestling act. I care about football. I'll leave it alone. What did I say to you? When you do dumb stuff, not at the podium, not at a racetrack, right? Not at an interview. When you start doing the dumb stuff between the white lines, and it affects winning and losing, you don't leave me an out. There's no grace. There's no understanding. I mean, it's like a radio host who goes on the air and can't stop saying the F word. You're not going to have John Brady.
Save 4 minutes via
If you're a
Mont Eagle
football
Street.
coach and you can't stop doing dumb things between in the best situation to succeed. Rico, we can debate the other things. I ain't mad at you. If you want to hold him to that deal where you're like, hey, it's strike three, you do it.
No. I can combine the three, but I'm saying
Pick up the
that
phone and start dialing.
this is a pattern with him. I say this, but I really don't mean that.
I think he's a guy searching for his leadership style.
No. You know what he is? He's a guy that got a job, wasn't prepared for it. He's a guy that got a job who was a tight ends coach, not an offensive coordinator who made him a head coach. Now he's trying to get the identity. So you know what he's trying to do? I'm going to say some stuff for the fans to fire them up. Then I'm also pulling out the little book of how to coach and how to do the right moves. What would this guy do?
And listen, they do play hard for him. They do try.
For now.
And that's the key. How long do you have? Hey, look, you ain't beating the Vikings in Minnesota next week. And I'm sorry, preseason, the Bengals look like a win. They're 3-1. Defense much improved. They pound the rock. I don't know you beating them. Then you get the Eagles who can score 40. You know, you start to look at this and you go, I don't know if there's a win before the bye week. You could be 0-7. So what Rico's saying has merit. Because I just can't live at the highest level. This isn't the MAC. No offense to our friends in the Mid-American Conference. This isn't a first-time college coach. This isn't being a coordinator. This is, there are 32 jobs on the globe to be an NFL head coach. I do not find mistakes acceptable. If you make a mistake with something you say, I will forgive you. But between the lines, we're talking about high school arithmetic here. Down 10, 4 and change. I have a chance to win this game. It's a rookie QB on the other side. I have battled back. I can draw within 7. Rally the troops on the sideline and go, fellas. 1 stop, 1 score, and we're back. And you go, no huddle, into an incomplete pass and take away your team's chance to win. I will tell you, unequivocally stupid.
The Lions have found out there is actually something worse than first-year head coach with rookie quarterback. First-year head coach with lame duck quarterback that you don't plan on keeping around. Because that's the situation that you're in. I thought it was bad what's going on in Jacksonville, what's going on with the Jets. No, because they may eventually stumble upon something. This is actually worse. Because
Weirdo didn't start it.
yeah.
Which is again why I will say to you, imagine if you're 0-4, 0-5, 0-6. Why are we holding on to people like Taylor Decker? What's the point here again?
How about 0-6 and then looking at the quarterback draft and saying, we got to do this again next year?
Yeah, and I'll be honest with
You
you again.
realize that they could have 30 losses in the next 2 years.
Take it easy. How about 25? Can we go 20? Can you meet me at 25? Meet me at 25.
Really?
Don't be hyperbolic.
Okay, no. You're the same guy saying they're not beating this team, they're not beating this. If they're not beating all these teams, Mike, you know what that means? You're losing.
Listen, these stones are dry.
Okay.
248 539 9797. Guys, I want to hear from you. Pick up the phone and start dialing. Did Dan Campbell have his first step towards being lionized? And I think he did. Because it had nothing to do with the roster and everything to do with this guy not understanding down, distance, and situation. 248-539-9797. You want to get away and relax? Yeah, if it means I don't have to watch Lions football. Las Vegas has everything you need, including a football team now who we get to see tonight. The D, Las Vegas, you're home for sports in Vegas. Long Bar, the sports book, downtown, completely revitalized. Lots of great restaurants down there. Truly, zero BS. You don't believe me? Go look it up. The D Las Vegas. Everything you need to have a great time. And again, anything beats Lions football. ABLF. It's a condition. ABLF. Anything beats Lions football. So in your depression from watching this garbage, book a trip to Las Vegas. It's the D.com to book your stay. The D Las Vegas, it is your home for things that are more fun than the Lions in Vegas. Hi, Harry Lance from Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at
effects are really mild to moderate in nature. You can get a headache, a low-grade fever, chills, and again, it's a sign that your immune system is working. It's really our ticket out of this pandemic.
Vaccine supply is available. Learn more at stjoeshealth.org/vaccine.
The last thing you want to think about right now is winter, but now is the time to get your home ready. And here's the good news. USA Insulation can save you a lot of money. First, you're going to get a lower utility bill every month for the life of your home. After getting home insulated, USA customers are regularly saving $50, $100, sometimes even $200 per month or more. Typically, the older your home is, the more you can save. Second, you're going to save by extending the life of your furnace, which won't have to run as much. Third, if you call now, you'll save $500 on their early bird discount on whole home insulation. And finally, with a government tax credit, you can take up another $500 right off your taxes. Why would you live in a poorly insulated home when you can have the comfort of a new home and save money at the same time? Winterproof your home now with USA Insulation and save up to $1,000. 1-800-USA-FOAM. 1-800-USA-FOAM or USAinsulation.net.
USA Insulation. If you were lied to when buying a timeshare and worn out, you need my help. Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, CEO and founder of Wesley Financial Group. 10 years ago, I started the timeshare cancellation industry by exposing the ugly truth about timeshare and giving folks the straight facts. I've been fighting the timeshare giants ever since, so no one knows this industry better than me and my team. Today, we have 383 employees and have saved our clients an average of $65,000 in lifetime payments. Imagine putting those timeshare dollars back in your pocket. If you were told in a timeshare presentation that this was available today and today only, the timeshare was a great investment, or your maintenance fees will never go up, call my office now. I guarantee you, we take you as a client, we will cancel your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call now for your free information kit. 800-613-5454. 800-613-5454. 800-613-5454.
According to research, 82% of people remember radio ads. So, 82% of you listening will remember that this is an ad for ZipRecruiter. 82% of you will note that if you're hiring, ZipRecruiter finds qualified people for your job. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. And 82% of you will remember that you can try ZipRecruiter for free. But you have to go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Yes, free. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Let your voice be heard. Call the D Las Vegas 97.1 The Ticket studio line at 248-539-9797.
At the next light, turn left.
The D Las Vegas, your home for Detroit sports in Vegas. Get the latest sports news and inside information about Michigan and Michigan State on the 5-Star Zone with Rico Beard. Download it today
At the
on
light,
the Odyssey
turn
app.
left onto East Commerce Road.
We were in 2-minute mode, and so we were going, and we got down there, and he's flowing with it, so he's going, and I just think that's on me. I just think we need to huddle and give him a play call that's a little more, 4th down oriented, 4th and short, 4th and a yard, and put that on us,
Tell me why.
In a quarter mile, take a slight left turn onto Crystal Street.
Thanks, Doug. I think Dan Campbell, to me, that was, unfortunately, that's strike one. Like, that's strike one on your way to being lionized. Hey, man, I've been patient. I didn't make that
Take
big
a
of a
slight
deal.
left
Like
turn
last
onto
week,
Crystal
like
Street.
We did. Debated it. Week before, Rico had an issue. We debated it. There's no debate to yesterday. Yesterday, 4th and 1, under 5 minutes, down 10. That was stupid. I could take a fan off the street.
At the next stop sign, turn right.
Cannot go for it, though. Cannot. Because the opportunity cost is the game's over. Period. It's why coaches, when you go and you are, hey, we're down by X. Coach, like, for instance, now the new hotness is if you're down by 14, you go for 2.
At the stop sign,
Because if you
turn
get
right
it,
onto Atlantic Street.
and then you score
turn
again,
left
you
onto
win again.
Monteagle Street.
Versus if you don't, you get another crack at it to tie the game. So it's a new analytic, but it makes sense. I don't love it, but I get it because the opportunity cost is, at worst, I got to bat 50% on 2-point plays.
Turn left onto
and I end up
Monteagle
tied
Street.
At best, I steal a game. Huge upside. The opportunity cost of doing what Dan Campbell did yesterday was maybe end up in same spot, maybe score, or
In half
if
a
I
mile,
don't,
turn
game
right
over.
onto Garden
Dead.
Road.
Body bag.
It made no sense.
But tell me why this is. Come on, Doug. Tell me why.
This is what he went for. For me, be consistent. You want to be that guy who goes for it on your very first possession against the 49ers. Understand, you're going to set a tone. Fine. You don't have the pieces that you want, but this is how we're going to play. And maybe that style attracts players in free agency saying, you know what, I want to play for the kooky coach. Fine. But
I'm trying to build a culture here, and I'm trying to build some
but
hope.
Mike, maybe that culture is I'm going for it. We're kicking on side kicks. We're going for it. We're not punting the ball. We're going to always
At the next
be
stop sign,
put on the
turn
gas.
right.
But you know,
I'm okay with that if you're consistent with that. He's not. Because yesterday, I'm sitting there like, you don't kick the field goal like you did the other couple times, right?
here's the other
No,
thing.
we're going for it.
You have to also factor in the players that you have at your disposal with the analytics. I don't think you can do one without the other. So for people who are saying, well, listen, even if mathematically it made sense to do it,
At the stop
you don't
sign,
have DeAndre
turn right
Hopkins
onto
or
Garden
Devontae
Road.
Adams
Then
running
turn
that
left
route.
onto Old Plank Road.
With Khalif Raymond. Again, noted Big B coffee expert. Like, you have guys.
Barista.
Right. You have guys that are going to be working in the tile aisle at Home Depot. So it's no disrespect to our friends Hawk and Tile. I'm just saying, you're not NFL
Turn left
receivers.
onto Old Plank Road.
You can't expect that play to work there. Now, if you have DK Metcalf and you go, look,
In
I'm gonna post
1.6
this guy
miles,
up, I'm going to
the
put
destination
the ball
is on your
anywhere
right.
in a door jam,
2150
and he's
Old
gonna get the
Plank
first
Road.
down. You make different decisions, but there, it doesn't matter if I had Jerry Rice. I'm kicking the field goal.
We have TJ Hawkins.
I'm going to say this to you again, and I will stand by this. Tight ends are not what make it go, right? It's like running backs. They're luxuries. They're unbelievable to have. But right now, if you ask me who's more valuable to what Kansas City does, Tyreek Hill or Travis Kelce, it's Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill keeps safeties 20 yards out of the box. Tyreek Hill can still get behind those safeties. You could put your safeties in the fifth row of the stands with a beer hat on. Tyreek Hill will still get behind them.
What about an inch?
But you get my point, right? You know, again, when your biggest play and it's on the line and all the chips are down, guess who didn't touch the ball? TJ Hawkins. You're busy throwing the ball to, Bumpy Johnson or whoever you got starting at wide receiver.
Well, and I'm glad you kind of brought up the Chiefs there because people are texting in left and right. The Chiefs went for it, 4th and 2, threw it with a backup quarterback, but I don't think they quite understand the
With
difference.
Andy Reid, who is one of the great offensive minds in the history of the sport, one of the best play callers in the history of the sport. First. Second of all, the Chiefs' infrastructure, offensive line, to the skill players, to the scheme they run, to the results that what I just talked about has produced.
In 1
Allow
mile,
the
the
Chiefs
destination
to
is
be
on
the
your right.
exception and
2150
not
Old
the
Plank
rule.
Road.
So yes, doing what they did with Chad Henne, different than what you're allowed to do.
And here's the other thing about the Chiefs. They had to lead. They were saying, you're not getting the ball back. It's false equivalence.
Down 10 with under 5 to go. Take the field goal.
Right.
Tell your offense, great work. Now let us get the ball back for you.
Yeah, because if you're the Chiefs, we'll kick this and you got enough time to score. They had the lead. So rather than give you the ball back and maybe beat us, we're going to get this
end the
first
game.
down and we're taking knees.
And I also think that's an example of people not actually watching other football teams because the Chiefs, that's their go-to play.
Right.
Goal line situations and they need something quick, that's what they do. And that play right there is what they use.
Cleveland knew what was coming and couldn't stop it with a backup QB.
Exactly.
Everybody in the house knew, David, you're right. They knew the play that was coming down. You're not stopping this. So here we go.
248-539-9797. We'll get to your phone calls in a second. David, the ticket text, though. You alluded we're getting a lot of response there. Go ahead.
We are. This slow your roll. First-year head coach with a bad team. You guys would do no better. He gets a first-year pass in from Clinton Township.
Hey, Ken, do me a favor. Go slam your head off a toilet seat. Okay?
I wasn't going to go that far.
No, I will, because Ken explosive engagement. And I've said to you, I know it's bad to you. I said to you, I'm going to give this guy as much grace as I can. But he made a decision that there's not another side to. And you're sitting there. You're probably the bleep hole in the stands with a foam engine block on your head. Okay? Ken, 4th and 1, down 10, 4.5 to go. He didn't take the points, and he ended the game. There's not another side to it. There's not a pass to be given. It was a stupid thing to do.
The destination is on your right.
2150
Old Plank Road. Arrived.
Because you wear an engine block on your head.
Well, to add to that, you would have kicked the field goal, and you would have given the ball back to a rookie QB. And you know what rookie QBs do? They make mistakes.
That's why I said lift the toilet seat up, Ken, put your head down, and slam it. Another one, please.
Ahead of the timeout Campbell called against the Ravens. We have momentum, let them gather themselves and regroup. Then this happened on 4th and 1 yesterday. This makes me feel
Nervous.